Hey everybody, hope you guys doing alright. So, I feel like Joe is in serious disagreement in the way that I presented when Trump is impeached. It is what it is, man. He's done more. I hope I'm wrong. I do, but my intuition's telling me that he's done more harm than good already. In the very short amount of time he's been in office, he's already done more harm than good. Yeah. The government's job, again, let me reiterate, look at the preamble. Part of their duty is to ensure tranquility, general welfare, a good posterity. He's literally going around perpetuating notions of another world war at a time when we have conflict all over the fucking place. He's talking about stuff that is couldn't be pushing World War III. Like, it's like, are you serious? The type of shit that he's doing. Like, I don't even. It's like out of a nightmare. Like, he needs to go. It's absolute. He needs to go. There's so many different better ways that he could be handling this situation, and he's choosing to continue to perpetuate like more conflict, more drama, more potentialities for war that are going to feed him into military-industrial complex as well as demons. Okay, at a time when humanity needs love. We need love like a dying person needs water. Like, I can't tell you how bad it is out here right now. Uh, so it is what it is, man. He's had his chance. He's made his choice. We've all made our own bed. Okay. He chose to say the things that he did. I've tried to work with the dude for the longest time, but as I said before he got elected, because the main reason why you guys are choosing him is because of money, because y'all wanted more money, and because it's literally told to us that a love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. And you guys are choosing that which is known to be evil because he's all about the money, and you guys chose him because that's the main reason why you chose him. It's all about the money. I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for anybody. I was trying to change this whole thing because I didn't feel good about anything. I'm not just going to vote for somebody when I don't really feel good about him. Okay? So, let me just calm down here. Again, man, because America chose a candidate because they were worried about their own selfish interests, that's inherently evil. It is what it is, dude. We're not starving to death out here, okay? When that's your only reason, when that's the main, see, the devil baited you guys, and you guys fell for it. And now we are stuck with a candidate that's more aligned with evil. I mean, Kamala is too, so like it is what it is. Although the thing with Trump though, because he was under the guise of this savior thing, like he's got a bunch of people believing that he was like gonna bring about all this beautiful new change and prosperity and da 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 da. And it's like now I'm hearing more and more and more reports about people that did vote for him feeling horrible about voting for him. Like this is just he just got into office too, and this dude's already doing this. It couldn't be more blatantly in our face to create the chaos, which is exactly what they said they were going to do. That's exactly what's happening. He's continuing to enrage people to the point to where our country, Americans, like Canada is like, people love Canada, bro. Like if you say you're from Canada, you get treated with a lot of respect throughout the world. Americans are not looked like this, especially with what he's doing. Like it's tyrannical as fuck, dude. You don't go around just saying, we're going to take this over, we're going to take this over, we're going to take this over. It's evil, it's wrong. The British shouldn't have done it either. Look what happens to these places once we leave them. They're fucked up. They're way worse than when we first arrived. And we come promising gifts. What do we do to the Native Americans? It's the capitalism, it's the greed, it's the lust for power, it's the exploitation, it's the tricking the natives. Yeah, they fell for it, but you guys still went in there, played the card of the devil, and tricked them. And that's not for everybody, okay? But largely, that's the pattern that seems to be evident all over the world. That's the prevailing pattern. Is to go over there to exploit the land, to steal from it, to fuck it over, to taint the people, to sell them all this shit, to get them to sell their own, and to fight against each other, and to turn it into a capitalistic, chaotic hell, and let them fend for them the best that they can, and continue to profit off of them as much as they can. Because the more misery, the more despair that's in any type of a given area, the more ripe it is for raping, for pillaging, for exploiting. Because when you're desperate, you do desperate things. You make desperate fucking pleas. You make desperate decisions. And that's exactly where they want America, in a desperate spot. And that's exactly where we're going. And we're being led there. And the thing is that we're continuing to choose it. We voted this guy in. The majority of Americans voted him in. Now, this is the beautiful thing about America, and I'm very grateful to be here. And this is why it's got to be It's up to us. Like, we just need enough podcasters to get together and to get enough of Americans to agree on changing the whole structure of our government. Once enough Americans agree to that, then that by right of by the definition of democracy, the majority ruling, that majority ruling of the people, that should be the overwhelming ultimate power to let us do whatever the majority wants to do. Okay, that's what I say we do. And then this is also why I've been trying to work on building up this 1,000 man or person team, so that if we needed to, if we had to, and we had the public support, we could go in there if need be and, have to do what we got to do. I'm hoping it doesn't come to that. But we need the public support. Nothing can happen. It's not right, it's not righteous, and it shouldn't be done at all unless we have the overwhelming majority, or just the majority support of the people. That's what we do need. So I do need help from other people to help spread this message, but all I'm doing this for is the betterment for everybody and everything. So I'm sorry if I offended people, but it is what it is, dude. This dude's got to go. It's not good news. Like, people are killing themselves over this dude just being president. Like, it's just, he's perpetuating more evil into the world. Every single day that he continues to preside over this country and do the things that he does, it's just making things worse. Like, I don't like saying that, but and again, he's got to do little things to make himself look good, of course. He's got to put on some guise of actually doing goodness and really caring for the people. But I'm honestly surprised that he's being this blatant and bold with like some of the things that he's suggesting, to the point now to where that's proof to me that his main thing right now, like, he already knows he's going to get impeached. Like, I think that's already done, set up in their plans for him to get impeached, and I think they're going to use that as another way to create more conflict. They're going to then try to put in maybe Biden, I don't know, somebody else who is going to be the Mr. Chill peace dude. This is what I would do if I were them, and I would offer like a counter to everything Trump was doing. I would then come in with this peace looking dude that's going to say all these nice things in a very nice tone, but in reality he's got the fucking beast behind his ass. And Trump got everybody all desperate and angry and panicky, and drove the fucking system down and beat the fuck out of the economy of America and turned everybody around and did all this fucked up shit to get their emotions all riled up, which is also perfect time. See, this is also when I would do an event if I were them. I'm just being real, because it's the perfect time to light the fire that's already ignited amongst the people. And then you got the chaos that ensues, which there was just a fire, which a lot of speculate that was fucking set up too. And then the chaos that ensues from that, from the already riled up emotions, is just going to be that much more drama, that much more energy for these demons to feed off of. And then, in the process, we get Trump fucking impeached in some type of way, which is also going to piss off all the loyal followers of Trump, creating more conflict. And then you bring in this other puppet that is going to present himself as this cool, calm, collecting savior type, and that's also going to give them reason and rights to go after all these crazy Trump supporters, so that would allow them to usher in potentially military forces or their own private security forces. It's probably going to be military, because I know they've already done training to fucking get to gear certain, and they're going to know which organizations and units are better suited for these things. You don't think that the military has ways to get the type of dudes that they've tested through their psychological tests? They know which dudes are more are more able, more apt to govern their own kind, their own countrymen, as opposed to others. Like, they know which ones in the military are going to be more aligned with, okay with, hurting their fellow Americans. They know which ones to stay away from, like the ones that don't want to hurt their fellow Americans. They're going to keep those ones. I keep them as far away from America as I can, because that's the real threat. Those soldiers are the real threat. I would want the ones that have evil intent, that are more prone to evilness. Those are the ones I would want controlling and policing some of them, because you also want to make sure you have some of them controlling those ones, because they can get out of hand. But you would want some of them, not too many, because too many of them can actually backfire, and then they can take the power back in for their own selves, because they really don't listen to nobody, because they're selfishly driven. But that's why you would want some of the senior officers of the evil order in place to keep the lower peons in check, just in case they do some crazy fucking shit where they just fucking go berserk and do their own thing. That does happen at times. That's why they need to keep things in check, because they know how fucking irrational evil is and unpredictable it can be, even though it's actually relatively predictable. That's why they know how to put these people in place. So just things to think about. All right, love you guys. I'll take care. Bye.